My political views have been listed as other on Facebook ever since the miserable day that I joined it back in 2006, I think. I consider myself about as neutral and heterodox as Americans come. I've never belonged to any political party in any country. I've never even voted for the same guys regularly. Every country I've lived in, I've found that all of the parties are corrupt, and none of them represent my interests. And so there's not a lot of political labels that apply to me. But maybe the one label that I wouldn't mind claiming is classically liberal. At its core, classical liberalism is just a simple recognition of the reality that one size does not fit all. It is pluralism plus decentralization of power applied to government. Reasonable people are going to disagree about all kinds of things all the time, so that these guys over here do things one way, and the other guys over here can do other things their own way, and as long as that's not really hurting anyone, then sweet. Everyone's happy. There's all kinds of different riffs on how people want to define that. Like, you might contrast classical liberalism to maybe more specifically social liberalism or economic liberalism, but the general idea here is that we want more freedom for more people wherever possible. That's in terms of economics, politics, personal freedoms, etc., right? We're talking about governments designed to prevent tyranny and the democratically tuned balance of civil liberties and the equality of all people under the rule of law. Different strokes for different folks. That looks like maybe 50 US states each having slightly different laws about guns, drugs, abortion, whatever. Maybe a good thing by default, because life in Middle Wyoming is quite unlike life in Midtown Manhattan. Maybe it looks like the Roman Empire, letting their conquered kingdoms keep a lot of their own customs and culture, as long as they pay the tribute. Maybe a good thing by default, because it's allowed for this entire period of history that we call the Pax Romana, right? It's this huge flourishing of culture and knowledge and quality of life alongside that. You can check Wikipedia or wherever if you want to kind of look up more about this stuff, right? But this is not them liberals in the US. This is not neoliberalism, which is kind of the opposite of them liberals, maybe? Or it's not libertarianism either. Those are all different things. Personally, I find plenty to agree and disagree with from all three of those camps that I just mentioned. But when you strip away all the labels and name-calling and tribalism, and you do like a blind taste test, I think most people would probably be in at least something like the same boat as me there. My point in using classical liberalism is mostly as a foundation. It's that all of us, at the very least, can hopefully agree to like the ground rules it's putting down. Even if we don't always agree on how to get there or what balances to strike, I think almost all of us would be down with this as the general place we want to go. We want to fairly balance everyone's interests under the consistent rule of law to basically give all of us as much freedom as possible. There's nobody who should be strongly against that unless they just like really love oppressing innocent people. In which case, they're probably already in politics anyway, so we're not going to change their minds until we kick them out. And you are smarter in 5 minutes.
But I can fake it.